Hey, what's up? This is the video that I promised to do, talking about how you utilize Bookmap to trade. So, just a brief disclaimer before I start, we were using data from the 2nd of April, and this is 6:17 in the afternoon. For me, the trading session starts at 4:30 in the afternoon, so almost 2 hours into the sessions. Into the session, I live in Europe. We're looking at Nasdaq futures, the June contracts, we're looking x8, that's the speed. So everything will happen 8 times faster than normal. And to supplement our trading, I use a blank chart. So right now, this is where the data starts right here. And that's the only recording that I have. And it's much easier to do it actually on recording because I can pause and explain. Because I'm trying to get my channel starting with some educational materials and setting it up for the live streams that I plan to do pretty much on a daily basis. I trade about 2 hours from the session, so this will basically catch the end of the trading for me. Now, what you have, what we have right here is a 5 minute NQ chart. This is the second of April right here. You see, so we have a 5 minute NQ chart. Now I trade either on the 5 minute or on 2 minute, and my advice for you is pick your time frame. So know the time frame that you're trading. I feel perfectly comfortable with trading 2 and 5 minute time frames, but nothing higher than that. And 1 minute gets a little bit too jumpy, but still fine. So between 1 and 5 minutes is fine for me. But every person is different, so pick your time frame. That's my advice. So what you see right here on the chart, quite a lot of things. Bookmap. I only use the current order book, so the depth of book right here. I don't use volume profiles. I don't use anything like this right here. I just need that, and I need the price letter right here. I use a white and shadows color profile for liquidity zones. You can use this one. I prefer the white one. I just don't like that many colors right here. What you will see on the screen in terms of these are like the bid and the ask, the white and the blue. What you have right here on this red is the VWAP. You can see that's the VWAP. This is the volume pressure imbalance, part of the market pools suite. Just talk about it in just a second. And I'll just go briefly through all the settings that I have on the things that I use. So if you want to, you can just pause the video and set up your stuff like that. As far as the normal things, I have large load tracker. To be honest with you, I've never really actually paid any attention to that. I just have it like here. That's it. Order book imbalance. That's what I have for the order book imbalance. You can see it right here at the top. This is the imbalance. Strength level, that's actually important. You'll see right here this 2, this 5, this 4, this 1. These are basically imbalances between the order book and what's actually happening in terms of the traded amount. So these are sort of synthetic icebergs, basically discrepancies between what's shown and what's traded. So I only have the voice alert like a strength side, and I don't see like, um, I don't see pretty much like the small trades. I have it at minimum 5. VWAP, obviously, pick a color. Session starts setting it, just doing it based on my time zone. Volume bars, bars width, right, solid, whatever. This is the volume bars right here. Volume dots, I have them in 2D, size, like halfish. There's like transparency, smart clustering right here. And volume imbalance, this is right here. So order book imbalance, volume imbalance right here. So this is, the things that are built into Bookmap. This is what I have. Now, as far as the add-ons go, we just spread out a little bit. I'll start with the absorption indicator, nothing from the tops. So I don't trade on Bookmap, I trade on Ninja. So I don't use like escape, chase, execute, and so forth. I don't use that. Absorption indicator, very important for me. Automatic mode, SD multiplier is 10. I have a sound. I have absorption and volume. These are the only two things that I want to hear. I don't need to know if it's a buy. I don't need to know what the ticker is because I only use NQ. I trade NQ. That's the only thing that I actually listen to. So That's it for me. So absorption, that the important part here, absorption automatic mode, then is the sound. You can play with that. I'll go to the sweeps indicator right here at the bottom because that's also important. I use not automatic mode. 1 second, 2 levels, 150. That's for NQ. For each instrument that'll differ. You can just use automatic, but I use this. 1 second, 2 levels minimum, 150. And again, sweep volume, sweep volume. I don't care about side. Going to Liquidity Tracker Pro because this is something that I don't really use, but I have it on my chart. The only difference between this and the liquidity tracker, which is the free version, I think somewhere here is liquidity tracker free. The only thing that is different, I'm not going to enable that because it will be a mayhem on the chart, but the only difference is that the Liquidity Tracker Pro gives you a minimum and maximum side to track. I don't use it, so it doesn't really matter what you use. Then we have Scott zones. Okay, so let's go with the market pools. The only thing that I use for market pools is the volume pressure imbalance. Threshold 70. Volume is actually 100, but I'll show you right here when I click on the widget. So we see the settings there. Let's go to the stops and icebergs. Okay, let's start with the on chart. That's what I have for the on chart. 50, 50, right? Show stops, 50, 50. That's it for the on chart. Show aggregation lines. And for the sub chart, I have reset 1 minute. This is important. Reset 1 minute. Trigger volume 100. This is for the stops. And for the iceberg, well, this is for the stops, 1 second, okay, 100. And for the icebergs, I have 1 minute and 100 for the icebergs as well. So 1 minute reset, 1 second reset for the stops. Scott zones. What are the Scott zones? Scott Pulcini is a great futures trader. He has a course on Bookmap, educational part. You can check it out and you can learn a lot from this course. Now in his course, he'll explain how to draw his zones, which are based on buy icebergs, sell icebergs, and buy and sell stops. You can take the course and start drawing them for yourself. This one right here, the Scott zones, automatically draws them for you. So we'll see if we happen to have any of those during the video. I'll show you what they are. Now, this is basically what I use. Let's close that and let's go to the volume pressure indicator so we know how I use that. So as I said, okay, volume should be at 100. I don't know why it's at 0. Anyway, 70, 100, 10 seconds, 5 minutes. So half-life periods, 10 seconds, training periods, 5 minutes. Delta only. The size is 125. Circles, different sounds for up and down. That's it. I'm really interested only in the sounds. I don't even see it. I mean, I've tucked it right here at the left because you would rarely go right here to look at it. So that's it. Now let's play and I'll explain.
Strength test.
This is the strength indicator right here. So there is some discrepancy between the sell and the order book, the orders that were actually traded.
Strength test.
Okay, so just give me a second.
156. Absorption 45. Strength.
Okay, great. We are done. Right now we have a sweep right here, and let's bring the other chart. So I trade counter trend. So we have this push right here, and the last swing high was right here. So what I usually do when I trade is on a 5-minute chart, I'll draw zones that are 10 points away. So let's make it like this. Let's make it like this. And let's make it long. So second to third, like that. Okay. So I'll push it a little bit to this side. All right. So come on, where is the start? Okay, great. So I'll catch the high, the recent high, and I'll catch this. So now my question is, I'm seeing this and I want to trade. I'm in the zone. Obviously, since I hit the zone, this is prior to this resistance, I want to trade to the downside. So my bias will be short. Now I'm looking for short trades with Bookmap. Great. In order to initiate a trade, my triggers are obviously volume pressure imbalance above 70. So this is okay. Obviously, we need some sort of a volume right here. So we need some cluster. And last part, we need sweep or absorption, preferably both. If we have stop run, if we have some sell iceberg here, good. But it's not necessary. I need to have a zone on my chart. Right, let me just bring the chart back. So I need to have a zone on my chart. I need to have volume pressure imbalance to the top. In this case, since I'm selling, I need it extreme. I need a sweep, or I need absorption. Right now we have both. The yellow, I've made it like this. So the yellow will indicate a sweep. This magenta will indicate absorption, and these white dots are saying it's a buy sweep. That doesn't really matter. That's why I said I only need to hear sweep and volume. I don't really care about whether it's a buy or a sell. I'm in a sell zone. The zones come from the other chart, so I'm selling. So right now I'm selling here.
Strength B. Absorption 45.
One thing I want to show you here, let me just zoom in a little bit. One thing I want to show you here, look at the moment that these sweeps went through, they added liquidity here. So this is support. So this is a red flag for us. Red flag number one. Red flag number two, there is a buy iceberg. Anyway, I'm short here, I'm selling here. So that's one thing to remember. If they add liquidity here, that is usually support. So if you want to trade continuation, you definitely could based on that. But remember, we are in a zone that we are supposed to go short. So I'm not using this. Again, I'm short. Now you see there are some zones right here, liquidity zones that they are adding. This remains strong. So the moment my trade goes here, I'll most likely be looking for a very short scalp and get out. Right here, they removed liquidity. This one did not trade. You can see right here, did not trade. Liquidity was removed. Right here, we touch that one, I'm out. Remember.
Strength B. Strength
again.
B.
Okay, so right here, you can just get out. There's liquidity here on top, which basically supports your bearish thesis. But anyway, you should be out. Right here, you should be out.
Strength B. Strength B.
And you can see we're trapped between liquidity. That's it. You just wait. There's nothing here to do. You're waiting for a push to the upside, sweep, absorption, volume pressure, imbalance.
Strength test. Strength B.
See, that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. More support. We're still in the zone. Remember, our zone, sorry for stopping this so often, but our zone spans 10 points from, what is that, all right, let's just call it 265, 275. It's okay to short a little bit above, and it's okay to buy a little bit below the zone, but not the other way around. I always wait till we get into the zone and then, not before the zone. Yes, that means that you're going to miss some trades, but you're going to save yourself some headaches more often than not. And you can see the icebergs, they are pumping icebergs here and so forth and so forth. Let me just show you something here on the settings that I didn't explain a lot. So you see right here we have, for the icebergs, we have reset 1 minute and we have reset 1 second for the stops. So basically what that means is if we pick an iceberg right here during the minute, it will start building, and the minute it stops, it will reset to 0. So if I have this at 10 seconds, this will be like this, 10 seconds reset, this, 10 seconds reset. I have it at 1 minute. So for the stops, it's 1 second. You see, it's just a blip, reset, blip, reset. That's just something I want to mention here. And let's go back. Remember, we are looking for shorts. So we need volume pressure indicator right here, green, a lot of sound, and then selling into this zone. That's basically the whole thing. There's nothing really complicated, but you need to pick your time frame on the other chart. So if you're trading 30 minutes, obviously the zones will be different for you than for me who is trading 2 or 5 minute charts. But right now you see there's a big game, like there's liquidity being added here, pulled away here, added here, but nothing really. It's just range bound, so you just stay cool. And remember, we're moving 8 times the normal speed.
Strength test. Strength being. Strength being. Absorption 42.
All right.
Strength being.
So that's a buy signal. You see here, you have some absorption, you have the volume pressure imbalance right here. That's a buy signal, but we are in a sell zone. So you're not buying, you're just waiting. And see, the moment that you bought, okay, say you bought, the moment that there was this absorption and this iceberg, you see these icebergs going on, they're adding to it. The moment they added liquidity on top. So there's a counteractive measure to whatever right now is happening. Again, selling here. So you're just waiting. You are not engaging into that.
Strength test.
Here, there's liquidity on top. There's the volume pressure imbalance to the top. You could probably sell. I wouldn't. There's no sweep. There's no absorption. There's no stop. There's no iceberg. There's nothing here apart from liquidity. So you can try a quick scalp back into this zone.
Absorption 105.
Now I'm selling.
Sweep 150. Strength.
So you see the sweep, you see absorption, you see they added liquidity right here above the price. As soon as the sweep went through, there's the volume pressure imbalance. That is a sell. Selling right here. You need to get out right here.
Absorption 45.
This absorption,
Strength.
Okay, this absorption means I'm out. They removed liquidity. Okay, there was liquidity. They moved it higher. They removed it from here. They pushed it here. So they're expecting a move right here. 75, there's more. 76, there's 80. This liquidity is gone. You need, on this absorption right here, this liquidity stays in the market. You need to be out. They are, building a bullish position, so to speak. Lowered again, liquidity.
Strength being.
You saw this liquidity right here. They did not fill it. They just spooked the market, thinking the market is going to go down, basically spooking the market to go down. They just removed it, and it's added right here on top, you see? Added right here, spooked the market. Market's coming for this liquidity.
Strength being. Absorption 61. Sweep 175. Strength test.
Okay, so right now you see what happened here, but that's in the middle of nowhere. So you have a lot of things going on. There's no VPI, there's no liquidity. So liquidity is on top, liquidity on bottom. There's no volume pressure imbalance. First, you're in the zone. Sure, you could sell, but this needs to happen into liquidity zone right here. And you need the volume pressure imbalance. So you do nothing. You just wait.
Strength test. Strength. Strength being. Strength being.
They removed liquidity here. There's building icebergs right here. There's a huge iceberg right here. Sell. So it's 45 is not actually huge. This one's 75 on the bid on the bullish side. So it's a buy ice.
Strength test.
They removed this right here, and now look where liquidity sits. So liquidity is right here. We do have this. I would be a little bit hesitant to actually play that. And remember, we're 8x8, so you'll have time. Let me just bring that to 1 speed. Right here at the top, they removed liquidity. So right now, right here, you could probably short, but be careful because this liquidity that was removed here was added here and added here. So they're expecting a run here. And remember, you also didn't have any sweep. You didn't have any absorption right here. So you could probably skip that one.
Strength being. Strength being. Strength being.
If you took it, this strength bit into liquidity, seeing the buy iceberg appearing here, they're starting. I would take it out.
Strength being.
See the numbers changing here? They're buying. Here's the iceberg at the bottom, 45. Liquidity being added here.
Strength
liquidity
test.
being removed
Strength.
here. Added again.
Strength test. Strength test. Strength being. Strength test.
See,
Strength test.
every single time they move down here, there's more liquidity that's added to the book. And now look at this liquidity right here. So 180, so 280, I'm sorry. 280 is now the target. As soon as we get it to about 280, which will be about 5 points above our zone, but it's still tradable, I'll be shorting. Of course, if we do have the VPI to the extreme. See, they're loading up on sell icebergs right now. You have 47, you have 82. Okay, so this one right here, you could have also shorted just like this one, but even with this one, we did not hit the volume here. This volume right here was removed and added here, so 280. They are expecting 280, so there's no absorption, there's no sweep, better wait. Okay, yeah, we're going for that.
Sweep 150.
Short, just short here. That's it. You have the sweep, you have the volume, you have the zone. You're just 5 points above your zone. Short. Again, this is your target right here. Just stay there. The next one is right here, 300. But just stay there. There we go.
Strength test.
This should be your cover zone right here. Or VWAP. They're very close to each other. So see bouncing of the VWAP, maybe cover the VWAP. I mean, there's no reason to hold it, but if you do, that's your target right here.
Iceberg 102. Strength pin. Absorption 55. Sweep 153.
There you go. That is the place that you should cover, whatever, or close your position. If you want to reverse, now you might be thinking for it, but remember, we are right here. Why would you reverse? You reverse close to this one, that's for sure. Close to this zone. All right, so let's just take this zone, duplicate it right here. Obviously, yeah, you can definitely buy around this zone, but you're right here now. You just can't. All right, so let's just go. Oh, okay. So now you see Scott Pulcini's zone. So this is a buy iceberg. Obviously, we hit the threshold 199 probably. And now it's starting to draw the zone. 67 to 64, you can draw it on the other chart as well. And let's just look what happens. And remember, if you are in a buy zone, this alone right here with the volume pressure indicator into this liquidity, volume pressure indicator, we have absorption, we have a sweep. That's a buy.
101. Absorption 55.
Again,
strength pin.
More absorption, strength. Icebergs going wild. Like, so we have 110 here, 100, okay, 200 and 110. That's 309 contracts to the buy side. That is a buy, but you're not in a zone to buy. If you were, go ahead. I would pull the trigger.
Sweep 150. Absorption 55. Strength pin. Stop 112.
Now, here's the thing. First one, all right, price didn't do anything. I mean, it's range bound, 3 points. That's for NASDAQ, that's ridiculous. Second time, you buy price in range. Nothing happens. Third time, there's a stop, there's a sweep. So this red line right here with the dot, this is the stop. And price is still not doing anything. I would, if I bought right here, I would, stay through here and I'll be convinced. Now I'll be a little bit worried. I'll probably, if I bought right here, I'll probably cover my position or be very fast to cover if something, close if something happens, because I don't like it. I mean, they're adding liquidity here, but it's not moving. It doesn't make any sense. It's not moving.
Strength test.
All right.
Strength test.
And now you hear it. Strength ask, strength ask, strength ask, 54 on the ask. We're staying in the zone. Now, these zones, buy icebergs, sell icebergs, and stop runs are incredibly powerful as zones for support and resistance. I haven't found any particular correlation if it's a buy ice, price goes up, or if it's a sell ice, price goes down, or if it's a sell stop run, the price will go up or down, whatever. I haven't found any correlation, but I can tell you for sure that these zones are tested multiple times during the hours, the trading hours. So it's incredibly powerful tool to have. And again, if you take the course, you know how to draw them, but I mean, it's much easier to have them drawn automatically for you. So let's just see what happens.
Strength test. Absorption 94.
Okay.
Sweep 150. Stop 169. Strength pin.
Here's a stop, 169. Stop and reset. And because it's obviously above the threshold for stops, we have another zone that's drawn for us, 62.50, 54.50. Just have it there. And look at the mid side of this zone. Look at the mid side. I found that the mid zone actually works really well for support resistance. I'll just keep my mouse there. I'll just look at what happens. It's really funny, but so you can just trade off of that without anything else. But I don't. I mean, I use the volume pressure indicator, volume pressure imbalance. I'm sorry. You see, there's 1, 2, 3. It's just funny. Whatever. Yeah.
Absorption 32.
Okay, so that's 51. Let's just look at the chart. 51, 51. Where's 51? Oh no, we're far away. So anyway, yeah, that's not a buy zone anyway. I wouldn't buy here. You can probably use these zones to short again, but I wouldn't. I use the volume pressure indicator extensively, so that's my main to go to. So I'll cut the video here because I'm getting over 30 minutes as far as, yeah, the software is telling me it's over 30 minutes. So I'll just cut it here. If you have any questions, just post them. Again, as I said, I'll post more videos. I use a footprint chart as well on the site. You don't see it right here, but I use a footprint chart as well. I'll post a video about it as well. And I think that the live stream is coming sooner than later. So maybe in a week or so, I'll be ready with the live stream. And yeah, if you're interested, just join the live stream. We'll have some fun, make some money, and we'll talk about trading. So yeah, I hope this helps. Bye bye.